Hello, hello. RGN European Close Qualifier action. This is the first round of Group D. Deathtrap have taken map number 1, 16-14, close as can be. I'm Laser Jesus, joined by Awesome Sauce. And, you know what? Here's a bad transition to you.
It could have been a heck of a lot worse, actually. But right now, we see K1CK coming in here. Lower B. I got the smoke. Oh, look at that smoke. The Xbox smoke comes in. So now they get to kind of just chill and see what they're able to do. Don's going to go ahead and fight with Gandhi. Hits him. That was a headshot through part of the pillar. Down to 7 HP. So he's got to be in a pretty good spot right now, feeling confident about that.
It sucks when you buy armor like that, too, and just get gooshed.
Yeah, well, it's frustrating, I'm sure.
Alex will take the fight. What a shot. That was insane. And now they're going to have to deal with the long players coming out. And I like their setup from this. As long like Suzuki stays alive, doesn't hear anybody on the catwalk, and now they'll be able to fight with the players inside the bomb site. There's no way K1CK crosses.
Well, they're trying to, but look at this Suzuki. Not letting it happen. It's all down to Don Q in a 1v5. Now, I guess K1CK and Gandhi don't have a lot of health, but he got a tall task ahead of him. A task I don't think he's going to be able to handle.
Have you heard of Don Quixote?
I have not.
Oh. Damn it. I'm just so used to casting with Chad, and he doesn't get many references, so I was hoping maybe you get that one. It's like old folklore, Don Quixote. It's a guy who would, like a knight who would run in battle like windmills and stuff. I've always hoped that that's Don Q, that's the inspiration for his name, but probably not. Probably wouldn't want to use him as inspiration. Shoutouts to anybody who got that. K1CK, are they going to go for the fourth spy here? It looks like they'll go with the half. Nope, full force. Yes, Musambani doesn't like the Tech 9 or something, just wants the P250. But with 4 Tech 9s like that, you got to think it's going to be quick. However, on cash, they like to open up into like what looked like a default, even with just upgraded pistols and armor. Whereas on these 4 spies, you don't see that as much. It's just like some sort of draw commitment using the overwhelming power of the Tech 9s. We'll see if it works out for them. They are turning this into, could be either a catwalk play or a mid to B, either one, but alone on the catwalk is Suzuki, and he's looked so good on this catwalk, but good for 2.
Yeah, nice 2K for him. That's definitely good for him. He has to be happy about that. K1CK's going to be able to cover this. Musambani goes down the bomb, spotted. Look at this. K1CK doesn't care. I'm 45. He's going to trade to that USP and get it done. 3K to close it out. A nice hold there at mid. Suzuki and K1CK working together on that and ended up shutting that thing down. So K1CK's going down 0-2 at this point. No money to really buy. And going to be Glocks.
Glocks. Oh, where are they going to go with this? I mean, Musambani, maybe he's the only player that can afford to invest in a flashbang. This is usually just the slaughter round, and they'll go towards the B side. Deathtrap have 2 players inside of the site. There's no way there's going to be a bomb plant out of this. And when you have nothing like this, you just got to go together and probably feed somebody an ace.
Here we go. Glock's coming out a bit. It's strange. They're coming out. They just get wrecked. It's all down to Alex. Okay.
See, it's those kind of rounds where I'm always a big proponent of saving as much as possible for the inevitable first gun round. But one flashbang in that scenario, you're taking one away from this round, of course, but just one pop flash over mid, maybe that gets you a kill or 2 instead of running out with just Glocks, where the entirety of that round is relying on your opponents, like, just to miss, and hopefully give you a chance to overrun them with the Glocks.
Yeah, they definitely tried to do something there. Just didn't really happen. K1CK here over at Long A. Going to be his home on this map. It appears that way, at least right now. First gun round coming in, like you said. Aggressive plays again coming out from Deathtrap. They not boosted, excuse me, but they pushed themselves into upper B. Going to spot one of them out. That's K1CK is going to go down, but is he going to expect Suzuki to be there? Already through. Try to fight that. Hits a shot. So look at this. K1CK coming back into it. K1CK countering there at long. He's got 2 people up on Cat, and now you can see the rotation coming out, but they don't have the bomb. The box back by Long A. So they're going to have to go pick that up.
And they want to go on to B, where the Enlightened one is currently at, but he gets the kill. And that's the only player that was initially engaging onto that B bomb site, but I think they're still planning on committing onto this B site. I mean, either way they're looking at it, it's a 3v1. Do you want a 3v1 at B or at A? Their choice is towards B. They don't want to deal with the op of Woxic, so it's just going to come down to trading off onto Gandhi, who has left the B bomb site. He might want to go join his teammate today. All right, now going back to B, but it might be just a bit too late.
He spots one, gets some damage in, but he's going to go ahead and jump nade. That's not a bad nade, but didn't kill the player that had 11, so he's going to have a tall task ahead of him here. Fighting in this 1v3 right now. No teammate coming in to help him yet. 24 seconds left. They should be able to get the bomb down planted for default for them, and that's what they're going to do. And here comes the retake. A 2v3 retake is hard on this B side. B side on Dust 2 is one of the hardest sites to retake, especially down a man.
They can afford to lose one of these weapons. Okay, I think it's a save right after you lose this weapon, because if he doesn't survive, it definitely cuts into the buy. So excellent buy, Deathtrap. Yeah, they lost the round, but they didn't just blindly give up all other weapons and cut into that next buy. But Kick, who was it at lower B? Gibrix, able to deal with both of those players with the repeaks. I thought for sure that Deathtrap would at least trade and get control of the tunnels, but the round kind of fell apart from there. Woxic gives them a minor chance, as well as Gandhi, but hard to hold versus 3.
Well, and some people criticize, you know, the move of putting 2 people up in an upper V like that, and I just don't know if you can really criticize it, because sometimes it works, and if you trade in that situation, you're a hero. So, and not necessarily a hero. I mean, a 4v4 definitely favors Kick, so maybe I'll retract that statement a little bit, but yeah, I mean, I don't see an issue with doing it as long as it's consistently working out overall, and consistently when Deathtrap does push, it works out normally for them. Unfortunately, Gibrix just had a really nice play. They weren't set up for it. But now Kick, their first round on the board, playing pretty far back here, just trying to get any info they can at long, trying to hear some noise. Nothing quite yet occurring. But
it's interesting to note as well, like 2 out of the 4 rounds that have been played, Deathtrap have pushed somebody into upper B. Now, one of the times it didn't work out, but the fact that Deathtrap is willing to do that so often this early, Kick, that's going to be in the back of their mind for the entirety of the match. They always have to worry about that, because Deathtrap have shown on Cash, now on Dust 2, that they're always willing to go for those flank and information gathering plays, which of course could result in an opening kill for Kick. But Deathtrap have shown that they're going to do this often. So maybe if Kick are trying to execute out of the A bomb site, they always have to leave somebody in lower tunnels because of that threat that's ever present.
Yeah, that's what they're going to try to do here. They're going to try to jump down and make something work over there on this kind of a hit. Here they go. Don Q gets a frag. Dookie, look at Don Q with the skill. 2 quick frags for him. Gandhi's going to trade him out. The 3v3. Gandhi's in a spot. He has to make a play. Gets one. Gandhi's going to peek him and get him on the peak now. Nice job by him, but the bomb's going to get in the B site. Deathtrap has no clue.
Bomb goes down. See the reaction. Musambani, his position is known, so they're going to have to be worried about mid. You see them burning flashes, jumping, spamming across. They should know that Musambani is in tunnels now. What do they have for the retake? We got a flash and an incendiary. Incendiary used for back a plat, but they just got to go simultaneously. Hope one of them wins the duel. And here they come. Flash over the wall. Woxic brought down by Musambani. The trade should be there, and it is indeed from Gibrix. Kick. Going to take the second round. But with Deathtrap's money and how many weapons that they brought down from Kick, we may see a force buy here.
Yeah, nice job by Kick to get that done, and really happy to see them coming in there, getting those frags and moving into that B site, playing it kind of slow there at mid. Ended up working out there. Don with the first 2 opening it up. Musambani here is going to be able to see 2 spotting now from mid. Any rifles on their hands, so he might be expecting some kind of an eco, and I think that they're aware of this as they're playing back, and here comes Deathtrap as they're coming up, but the drive-by Mac-10 comes out. Alex gets a frag. Now he's going to nade and try to push up at mid, but he's going to have to do with Wasik here in a minute with this 5-7. Not careful. Could get rocked by him.
Here he comes out of the smoke. Wasik had set the Deathtrap, but his 2 teammates already went down. I thought Suzuki, he's been looking pretty strong on the catwalk, and he had a D shot lined up. Just a tricky peek. I think it came out from Eminik. So with just 3 remaining, Deathtrap's playing 2 at this A bomb site, and when you're down like this and you only have pistols and maybe that SMG, it's very tempting and often the right move to go for some aggression to try to make up for that lack of players. However, with this much time left and Kick not making a move at all, you might be just donating free frags to them. Maybe if there's like 20, 25 seconds left, you can argue for like a long flank, a B flank or something like that. Just to try to catch them entering into a bomb site. Where we're at right now, it doesn't look like Deathtrap's going to get too many more kills. And if they can get 2, this next round will be like a very dangerous round for Kick. I just don't see them getting it, but wow. Okay. Deeg wins through the smoke, cross the map onto the players outside of double doors from elevator. That's like a source Deeg or something.
Well, I can't speak on source. I did see the dig. It was a really nice job from him. So 3-3 scoreline. Gandhi ends up dropping that dig now, and Deathtrap's going to be able to buy into this. Kick as well. Doing well. Dookie over on the CT side for Deathtrap, 8-4 right now, doing well on the frags. And they've been doing a good job, but they've dropped 3 in a row. We'll see if they can counter back into this. Wasik with this op. You wonder if they're going to eventually break out, if this doesn't work, Laser. You wonder if they're eventually going to break out, you know, maybe a double op setup or something on this map.
I haven't seen anybody besides Woxic use it, if my memory is correct. Maybe. I'm not sure who's the capable one. They have a secondary one. But Woxic is now on towards the catwalk. Suzuki. And he's been playing fairly well alone, but Deathtrap is trying to switch it up, rotate their defense, give Kick a new look to deal with. As that op is so strong with just posting up in a random spot at the beginning of the round. Catch somebody trying to clear, but Musambani, he's posted up on top of long. He catches Woxic looking. Now Deathtrap, they're going to try to peek another player. Tricky peek by Deathtrap. Unfortunately, Musambani was already strained in on it. As now it's Mycox's turn. Maybe he's the secondary opper. The second no-scope was crazy. And now Gibrix will lurk out of mid. Just good stuff from Kick. Like having that player lurk out of mid with that timing. So that definitely shows that they're comfortable here on Dust 2. But what is this?
Oh,
Calyx?
What?
Musambani. That's a favorable spot. Musambani's having no luck with the op recently.
No, he's got to be frustrated about that. Calyx, a lot of confidence going to this. He's going to have to get a 3K out on this round to win it. Well, not necessarily win it. He's going to have to defuse as well. He doesn't have a kit. He's got to move fast here. He's going to try, but no. Dominic's going to take him out. Kick 4 rounds in a row. Up 4-3, T-side. They've got to be happy so far. And yes, they played very well on the A side. You know, taking their time, really working on those picks. And this has got Deathtrap in a money nightmare. As they're going to be at max loss bonus if they lose this round. So they're going to buy a little bit, but have enough of a cushion to be able, you know, lose or win the round to be able to buy the next round, which is really all you could ask for at this point.
I thought it was really cool how Kick played off of the info that Deathtrap had given them. We saw Woxic push up onto the catwalk. Kick were already gathering long control, so once Woxic shows that off on the catwalk, Musambani knows that he has time to post up on site from long. So then when Woxic goes for a re-peek towards long, which is, you know, not bad, you have an op, you could probably win a fight with anybody with an AK out there, but Musambani's already posted up, and I just like that awareness.
Very much so, Alex. Back 10, we know what it can do. It doesn't matter. Musambani comes in with a P250 and takes Wasik out. But Alex, only 6 HP. Don Q at 40 makes these pistols viable. There's no armor on these players. Doesn't mean that they can't be used in most situations.
No money to be made, it seems. Alex has no HP with a MAC-10. So Deathtrap, this round, no economic damage so far, and they've typically been doing a good job keeping the economy low. Both teams, whenever the opposition is winning, the economy never grows out of control. And it's interesting that that's been the case throughout this map, or match, I should say, map number 1. Similar scenario. Alex, more money, 900 bucks perhaps. Calyx, I mean, even if he wins the duel versus Alex, is kind of negligible. And Alex will hit the headshot. That's 5 for Kick now. Another buy finally coming out from Deathtrap. But this is now Kick is at a point where they could buy upon losing, and that's what Deathtrap has been doing such a good job of so far, is not letting that happen.
Yeah, Kick's confidence has got to be high right now. They're going to be able to have Musambani with an op. Then he's going to get an op. Yes, he is. Okay. Turned there for a second. I didn't see it. Yeah, he's going to get that op, and you know, Kick playing well so far. Going to get out long here. A little bit of fire coming out, but Alex at least gets out through the fire. You really don't know that. He's going to get one. Haycox goes down. Musambani gets one as well. But there's Calx again, saving the day, coming in with a 2K. What more could you ask of him right there at long to be able to do that in that situation? Nice job by him. Now it's a 3v3 for
Kick were split by the Incendiary coming out of long. Then they get an entry there, and Calix just cleans everything up. It's excellent play by him. Gets out of there with just 16 HP. I don't know about the repeat necessarily. It's one of those like marginal decisions where your teammate just called that he's super lit. Do you want to rush through a smoke and engage that lit player? That was what the play was made. And now Musambani, he was left alive at long though. Now he's shifted his position all the way over to B with his teammate. And once that B player goes down, it's just a really hard spot for Deathtrap to try to retake. But Musambani gets caught looking. Seems to be occurring quite a bit in the later parts of these rounds. We've seen him get dropped by a pistol. M4 now gets caught looking with the op. With the flank. So sneaky from Don Q. That should be it. The checkmate move. Walks it, doesn't hit the first one. And Don Q slick moves, gives them the shimmy. And that's 6 for Kick. It seems it can't be stopped now on this T side.
Yeah, here comes the timeout. Deathtrap. So really a lot of resilience there from Don Q. You know, the patience right there to see him cross. Be able to chill, just wait, get those frags. You know, 6 rounds in a row, but Deathtrap, we know that they can come back. They proved it in the last map. It isn't nearly as bad of a margin they were down against. If Deathtrap's able to put something together. Getting picked apart, really. I mean, Calix is playing very well, you know, in recent memory. I mean, at least in that last round. He's 9-6 right now, but in the last round, you know, the 2K on A long really set them up to have a chance. But, you know, it is what it is. Kick's got to feel good right now.
And don't forget, we got our Enermax bundle giveaway. If you guys haven't checked it out yet, I'll give you a quick link in chat here. I think we got somebody that's designated to do that, but hey, working overtime today. The Enermax bundle got everything you could potentially win. Enermax, the Thormax Giant Case, the Platinum-Max 1000-watt power supply, the Liquid Max 240mm liquid cooler. That's everything that I use besides the case. I have no problems, and I beat my computer up pretty good. And also the Bluetooth speaker. I mean, it kind of looks like a fleshlight, but it really bumps. I can attest.
Those Bluetooth speakers are really nice to have, so you guys better get in that giveaway now. Like, seriously. Well, I can't make it, but get in there anyway. So right now, the pause still going on here. Deathtrap talking some stuff out. Typically, they do this and just try to recollect themselves. But the money for Kick, I want to comment on that a little bit. It's looking pretty darn good. You know, Alex only has 100 after that full buy. 4,800, but they're looking pretty darn good at this point. And Kick's just keeping the momentum up. What does Deathtrap need to do at this point? I mean, right now, they're on max loss bonus. They can maybe armor pistol here and buy fully the next round. Yeah, it's just they're kind of in a rough spot right now.
I'm trying to think. So Kick, they've shown their willingness to just rush out long right away at the beginning of the round. They've shown when they've gone for their mid control that they've been able to deal with any sort of mid peaks or catwalk aggression that comes through. Like the what's the word I'm looking for?
Not sure.
Methodical. There we go.
Oh, okay.
That's usually one of my go-tos. But Kick has been doing well at that by just slowly taking that catwalk control, forcing Deathtrap off, getting that mid control, and being able to like work through our options from that point. And Deathtrap, what do you really go for there? Because you've gone for the catwalk aggression. You've had 3 players at long A when Kick have executed out towards long A. You've gone towards through the B push quite some time, or 2 times early on at the beginning of the match. But what can you really do if you're Deathtrap? Maybe just play like very slow and standard. But doing that, you usually play like the 3 at long, or just like a 2-1-2. Having 2 at B, 1 middle, and then 2 on the catwalk. But Kick has already proven that they could deal with both of those scenarios. So it's worrisome. And the last time Kick went long, Calix got a double kill, and they still lost the round. So it's hard for Deathtrap, and I'm really curious what this next gun round's going to bring.
Well, Deathtrap, they are going to go ahead and get some armor and pistol on some of these players, which is what I expected. See what Kick's going to go ahead and continue to do. Are they going to work on long still? Like that's what they're doing. Frank's there. Connect there to try to help out there, but oh, look at this. Maycox gets a nice frag. Dookie comes in with a frag of his own. See if the duel, Baycox is going to fall off there after they are up in a 4v3 with 3 sets of armor total on the team. Bonnie a frag there with the ops, going to put them in a better spot. So the stuff at long goes okay, but not ideal. Now they're in a 3v3, but they do have the advantage, the guns and the HP. Gandhi's the only one without armor right now, and he's on the B side.
And somebody's got to make a play here. The way Deathtrap is playing this, it seems like they're more trying to just get frags and actually win the round. It may seem like kind of an ignorant thing to say, but they're just so spread out, and they're hoping to win these duels versus K1CK, who obviously is going to be balled up when they do take into a bomb site. But Calix, he's creeping on the flank, but Moose and Bonnie, the patience. They still have time if they want to fall back towards B, because obviously that means there's only going to be one player at B if you kill a flanker. But they're just going to dedicate onto long, and Deathtrap, I guess you can consider this a trap setup.
I like how you did that there. Gandhi there gets a first frag with that dig, another
there
one,
he is.
And they get it done. Wow. Nice job by them to be able to sit there. Gandhi with the 2 quick digs makes it work.
And K1CK, after they dealt with the flanker, they went really quiet. So Deathtrap, they didn't have any information that K1CK was still all at long. So just banked on K1CK not falling back. They made the right move. Next step is just to hit crazy 1-digs. Gandhi's been looking good at that so far. And that's the jump start to the economy. When you win a round where you just have upgraded pistols and armor, that really makes up for your deficit where you're at. And with that win, they've put K1CK in a potential reset scenario. This next round is so critical for both teams. This round.
This round, boys and girls.
And next round.
This round. And next round. It's all the rounds. We'll see the rounds. Doesn't really matter at this point. Here they go. They're just going to bulldoze out onto this site. K1CK doesn't care. They've got it out there, and they're up in a 5v3 early into this B site. Now Deathtrap's in a bad situation.
God, it just sucks at that B bomb site. This is why I could never be a B bomb site player. Maybe like ADHD or something like that. I haven't been diagnosed, but you know, I got thoughts. But you're just lulled to sleep at B because you don't get much action, and when you do get action, unless the T-side team just has a player that really likes to go for the jiggle peek towards B and just try to see if he's confident in that fight. But you don't often get action at B, so much so that when it does come, it's harder to be ready, in my opinion, because you haven't gotten any action in like 3 or 4 rounds. You're getting impatient. You want to flank. You want to rotate earlier, and then all of a sudden, like 4 players run through a smoke.
Yeah, really ballsy play coming out there from K1CK. That's going to put them up 7-4. Deathtrap saving a few guns, and you know they should be able to distribute these guns and get a buy out of this. It's very important that they were able to save those guns, and I can't underscore that enough. Them surviving with 3 of those players puts them in a good situation. They're going with the double op setup, and here we go. This is exactly what I asked earlier. I said, are they going to do it? And you're like, I don't know. Gandhi gets it off now, and we'll see what they're able to do with this here on Deathtrap side.
What does he have planned towards B with this op? They just want to post up in the back. K1CK have shown that they will throw the smoke in the front, which if Gandhi is playing alone at the B side with the op, probably not the greatest of ideas. So he has shifted over towards mid. Don Q might give him the fight. Nope. Or walks it. Yeah, he will find him eventually. Now it's Alex towards the B side. Another entry gained by K1CK over towards B. Gandhi next on the scene, but now he's been smoked out. That's the bomb site for K1CK. One good thing for Deathtrap, though, is since no action was at A, they still got a ton of utility for the retake.
Yep, they've got 3 incendiaries there, a couple smokes. They could make this work depending on how quickly they've got to be, but the tunnel player, and that's Suzuki, he's going to have to deal with Alex here pretty quickly because Alex is going to have it posted up on him, and I don't think Suzuki's going to check. Oh, he does go ahead and go for the peek, though, jumps it, going to go down, and now the decision comes out to run, and I think really at this point you have no choice. You're running out of time, and you lost a player right there, and you need to get out.
And they wanted to go for it. They stuck around quite some time. Heard a begrudging save from Deathtrap, but another spot by saving 3. They will have a formidable buy coming into the next. Not optimal, but definitely formidable. K1CK still on the hunt. No more frags in the end. We'll see how much Deathtrap can salvage here. Still got the double op set up, though. And B's been the target for K1CK recently, and 2 rounds back to back now. They get into the bomb site without coming out at a loss or down numbers. And if you can continuously do that, you're probably going to prompt a 2-1-2 from the CT side, because you can't just give up that B pick and then hope to rotate 3-1-1 if it's happening all the time. Oh, Gandhi's still sticking around towards B with the op, as K1CK have gotten long control. Where's K1CK? K1CK at cat. So K1CK has just avoided these ops. As long as they smoke up the cross, they'll have no problem coming in and avoiding these AWPs.
Absolutely here. We'll see this 5v5 still. Nobody's died. This is a little bit different here. 119 left to go. No contention at long.
Oh, they flinched so hard.
Yep, they did. And it could cost them. It could cost them this round, depending on how K1CK gets in here and what they're able to do. It's going to have to be a Maycock's an individual play. He's going to get one, but get traded out. Not ideal. Now the bomb plant's going to come out. Going to put Deathtrap in a really weird situation.
Now, how do you work these ops in with the Deags? It's like the Deags obviously want to go and try to see if you can win the round. Like, maybe the Deags get a kill or two here, and then the ops are more inclined to go and risk that weaponry because there might be a chance of winning the round. But yeah, funny end round scenario. Maybe Deathtrap can still get some weapons out of this or something, but there's just no chance of winning the round now at this point. I mean, K1CK, he has crept up. He does have a kit. But by pushing up this much, he may give up his weapon. Nope, hangs on to it, but the round has been clinched already by K1CK. And we saw that smoke comes down at B. 4 people are
they just
either at the B bomb site or on the way. And it's that flinch aspect, because those last 2 rounds, the smoke comes down, and when that happened, the round had been lost because Deathtrap just couldn't deal with it. So it goes down again, and they know they have to over-rotate if they want to have a chance, but it's all a ruse.
Yeah, it was a really, really big flinch. I would call it more than a flinch, just a shift, a huge shift.
It's like a big brother print or flinch. You've been just tortured your whole life by him.
That's a funny analogy there. We got right now.
I don't even have a brother.
Oh well, I have two. I kind of understood, but anyways, nonetheless, we do continue on here. Suzuki, smoke off. Long, no contention along it. Nobody's moved out, but K1CK pushed up in front of Xbox here, fighting. Take a little bit of damage from that AK at top mid, but nothing quite yet. K1CK really showing quite a bit of dominance right now, and they've only lost 1 round the past, I believe that's 10. Correct me if I'm wrong, but nonetheless, long push coming out. K1CK wants to make
My Cox! This guy is lurking on the other side of the double doors. And he is good for 2. It might have been the first time that Deathtrap had gone for that setup. Usually challenging more so from the corner as well as inside of the bomb site. But they have gotten themselves an advantage here with the numbers. Are they going to bring this up catwalk or perhaps lurk out mid to pop flash? Alex, did you see that pop flash? That's crazy. I did not see the pop flash. And if that was it was intuition, or he's cheating, or he saw it. One or the other.
Or he's cheating, or he saw it. I don't know. I have no clue.
He turned.
But I do know that right now K1CK is up 9-4. They'd like to make it 10-4, but they've only got 2 people alive. And they've got a little bit of work they got to do with 19 seconds, though. But Don Q trying to start it off good. He's going to throw that smoke to CT. Musambani coming into this side. He's going to get fired out. Pretty much going to guarantee them the round because he has to come through this fire and try to make it in, though. Oh, no, he gets 1. He's not going to have time to plant. Goes down. 5-9 scoreline. Deathtrap winning that one pretty convincingly.
And looking at the money of K1CK, it's the last round, so no matter how low they go, there's obviously no chance of getting reset or anything like that. And Deathtrap just kind of ran out of time for them to do so. They pick up this round. Looking at K1CK's economy, had this happened 3-4 rounds ago, maybe Deathtrap could have had a better half out of this, but they'll go on to the T side, in which they made good adjustments on cash, because they went down 9-1, or brought it back to 9-6 or something like that, and that was just due to their adjustments on the T side. So they're definitely shown that they can make it happen over there. K1CK have dropped the opening frag. Was that a mid pick? It looks like it.
What it looked like to me, mid pick there coming out. Musambani going down. But they still got this double op setup here. Gandhi over here in this B site. K1CK. Where is he at? Yeah, he's playing at mid, yep. And now K1CK wants to work up towards Cat in the last round of this half. know, 10-5 is a little bit different than 9-6. Then again, Dust 2 is a pretty even map, I think most people would agree. Trying to fight it out for this last round of the half. Calix here is going to have a tall task at hand. Here goes the smoke, the fire, or excuse me, the nade. Here it goes. Goes down. G-Bricks gets a frag onto him as a trade comes out. It's a good situation for both teams. But now it's a bad situation for Deathtrap. They don't have anybody on this B site. Nick knows it.
That was such a risky re-peek by Gandhi. He peeks out from the B window where somebody's already posted up from mid, and you might have just lost the round right there. But he wanted to trade off with his teammate. G-Bricks, though, he's in an aggressive position. As Deathtrap lining it up, trying to inhibit his retreat, and they will do so, but the bomb will go down in the meantime. I don't know if that's necessarily worth it from G-Bricks. Yeah, he got the 1-for-1, but it's definitely dangerous. But Alex posted up on top of the big box. Still good utility for Deathtrap, though, and not much for Kick.
Wasik is going to try to get in, flash out, going in there. Are they going to try to get in there now? There they are. Look at Alex get that frag. And it's a 10-5 half. Solid half there for Kick, I got to say. But, you know, Deathtrap really just couldn't get a strong footing after they won pistol. They got the first three, as you kind of expect. And they just couldn't get a footing.
And they won pistol round 2. So that's pretty bad if you only get 2 more after that on the CT side of Dust 2. It's hard to be consistent, just like Cobble on the CT side, in my opinion, on Dust 2. But you need more than 2 gun rounds. So Kick with 10. I mean, with pistol round and avoiding the force round loss, well, it's probably all she wrote. Again, Deathtrap have proven themselves capable of these comebacks, or at least on the T side with the proper adjustments and everything. I suppose I'm supposed to try to convince you all to follow us on Twitter at RGN TV. We're back here on Twitch, bringing you tons of action, and it's good to be back on Twitch. So just want to throw that out there. Oh, you can follow me and Awesome Sauce too at LaserJesus at Awesome Sauce.
GTV.
Oh, you gotta make it difficult.
Yeah, I had to make it difficult. But
the catwalk push.
Yeah, well, it doesn't look like really anything going on too much. I mean, so right now we do have Emanek here covering that angle into lower, just trying to cut anything off, but pretty stagnant so far at this point, both teams.
Yeah, very slow approach from Deathtrap. Hoping that Kick will push up. They're set up for it. I mean, if Kick push up any further out mid, they will just get smacked down quickly. But Emanek, he peeks out a little bit into lower. That was the fight that he was looking for. I thought his teammate would engage with him, but no, they just fall back and sit on the 4v5. I mean, I don't know if I necessarily like that, but Musambani could have easily just been a 3v5 if he over-committed towards middle. And Deathtrap just sitting on top of the catwalk here. This position is so good because they can just quickly rotate from catwalk back to B or vice versa. That's what the catwalk allows you to do. Musambani, damn. Spectator mode.
Suzuki, a huge shot for him. And now they're going to get on this A site. Don Q is going to spot Calix here. Is he going to get him, though? A lot of just one taps, and finally, one of them lands. Don Q gets a frag, but this has the CT a bad spot. Planted for Cat, it appears. Wasik here. They've got all this room. I mean, they've got all this room to work with. It's planted for Cat. Jibrick says to come through, seated. Oh, he gets a frag on a Maycock, so that's going to put them in a good spot if they can try to find a way in here. But Cat smoked, and it's planted for Cat. And they still have Wasik there in pit. Can he do it? Oh, no.
Jibricks.
1 HP on Wasik here.
There's no time. They don't even have a chance now. And yeah, you're pointing out that there was so much room of the T's, and I think what you're getting at there is that there's like so many steps that the CTs have to accomplish just to make the round even doable. They got to deal with the player at CT. They got to deal with the player at long. They have to push the players back off a catwalk just to put Jibricks, who's waiting for them at elevator, into the equation after dealing with that CT player. And that's just excellent post-plant positioning by Deathtrap.
Yes, it was. And, you know, I mean, Wasik staying alive there that long with that 1 HP really sealed the deal. You know, past that 10-second mark. Able to get that thing done. And here's Wasik here at mid with the scout trying to do something. Might have hit Alex. I'm not so sure, but Alex has 61 HP. Scout's trying to fight here at mid, trying to vie for that economic momentum starting in early. We can see that Deathtrap has to be happy that they won pistol, and now if they can win this and win a couple more, I mean, they've won both pistols at this point. But they need to start stringing together the gun rounds.
Maybe they are decent on the T side more so than CT. There's a lot of teams that are like that on Dust 2. Flash out mid. Here comes K1CK.ES. He's alone out mid with an AK. This is a dangerous play. This is like something you'd see, who am I thinking of? Ye do or something. Just never afraid to just walk out middle all by himself. And it kind of goes against standard Counter-Strike because there's not much trade potential there, but you're just so confident in your entry fragging ability that edge, just enough to warrant the push. But one-man advantage for Deathtrap. This is the force buy from Kick. I don't think they've won a single force buy so far on right after losing pistol.
I don't think they have either. Suzuki here, jumping off of the Xbox, is going to go now. They're going to go ahead and do the progression. They're going to move and do that V split there. Alex and Jibrix here in the site. Have to contend with all this stuff that's about to happen here. Jibrix tries to fight and goes down. It's Emanek and Musambani in a 2v4. I think they know that this round's over.
Yep. I think so as well. Emanek spotted out. Support given by Musambani. And the force team kill comes out. Maybe Emanek can grab another one. That actually went really well at the end for Kick, surprisingly enough. Thanks to the team kill coming out from Suzuki. Oh god, it's back. Take it away.
They get it done. It's back. Take it away. And Kick. 10-7 right now. 5 USPs right now. Doesn't look like they're going to buy anything right now. You have Deathtrap. Take these drive-by Mac 10s and MP7 and try to make the most of what they have. 3 of these CTs for Kick at mid. And the train goes into B site. And look at Suzuki. Just
oh boy.
Just a 3K drive-by at mid. Emanek's going to come in and get that gun off.
That was... I saw it happening. I was like, oh no, he's running into a trap. Good thing he only has a Mac 10 to lose. And he just rips everybody. Nicely done by Suzuki. His pop flash wasn't the greatest, but his realization that there was multiple players stacking at mid was nice. Because Kick, they showed 2 crossing, but then they just held everybody at bottom of mid. The round before that, somebody just walked out mid all by themselves. So perhaps that's what they were trying to trap with that setup.
I think that's what they were trying to do. It just didn't work out, though. Deathtrap 8-10 right now. You know, they've got to be happy right now. Here they go. They go into this. K1CK.ES gets one, gets traded out. Alex is still in there. He's going to get another one, too, so he's got to be good about that. Sprays coming in. Donahue here going for the spray. He's going to finish the connection on that. And now they can just wait and see what Deathtrap's going to do in a 2v3 situation. They're going to go ahead and stay in here, and they're going to fake the plant, try to see if somebody pushes. Not going to happen. And this gives a lot of time for Kick to be able to get in position for this after plant. I know that they know that.
Interesting plant spot, too. It's very non-standard. It's not in any cubby or anything like that. It is kind of planted for tunnels, but here come the CTs from the tunnels. It's K1CK.ES. He's right outside, just on the stairs of the tunnels, and this is a dangerous position to be with the AWP. If you miss the shot, that might be the round, but he hits it. Oh, can't get the second one, as now it's Suzuki lurking inside of the smoke, takes a fight with Emanek, tries to spin around, but the second op is there from Musambani. Kick 11.
What a round there from Kick coming in there, and Deathtrap taking their time on that plant. We're taking their time, we're waiting, trying to get something done. It wasn't able to happen, and Kick wins this round, and we'll see if they can continue the momentum.
There's a couple ways you go about that if you're Kick 2, because the 3v3 frag where Kick got the advantage was so critical. That gives them the option of when the bomb initially gets clicked, that's when you bust in, because you could potentially have like a 1v3 with catching the guy planting the bomb or just swapping out. But Kick don't do that, and they rotate 2 around to tunnels, taking the softer route, or the safer route, you could say. In Deathtrap, knowing that that Kick could just rush in, they go for the fake plant. With that little bit of extra time, I mean, that could have been the difference maker.
Could have been the difference maker, but unfortunately not really going to matter at this point. See if they're able to continue this kind of a little subtle comeback that Deathtrap's wanting to do right now. A huge shot from K1CK.ES there. Musambani's got to be upset about that. A good peek there from him. Now Emanek there's playing behind that smoke on Cat. Nothing going on, though, as he does take a little bit of damage. But the T's have a man down, some damage down on some of these other players. They've got, you know, a minute left. They can really take some time here and try to decide what they want to do.
And it's even more favorable for them since they got that opening pick onto Musambani, who there's really no excuse for that shot. It's just your reflexes failed you. Maybe looking at the mini-map, something like that, but he was posted up in a fantastic spot. That should have been, you know, 5v4 the other way as the mid to B commences. You have one in the spawn as Don Q. He's able to get nothing done, so that's allowing Deathtrap out of middle, splitting outside of the bomb site. There's one guy lurking about, though. It's Alex. They have no idea that he's here. Nobody's even getting suspicious. Alex not even pulling the trigger. He's waiting so long. He's got to get the kills now. His position revealed. And he's still alive. Wow, nobody's able to get the trade, causing a distraction for his teammates to come through. Don Q over the top, fails the second one. What a crazy 2-on-2.
What is going on here? It's Emanek now on a 1v2. Insane plays by Alex in the site. Able to stay alive that long, but unfortunately it's Emanek here in a 1v2. He does have an op in his hand, 67 HP. Able to do it. Calx, 28 HP, but he's playing over towards the tunnel area with Gandhi in the site. Be hard to do as with an op.
I love Calix's position here too. Like just hiding right outside of the tunnels on top of the boxes. Because if Emanek has an op, even if he has an M4, that's kind of a hard position to pre-fire. And then knowing that the trade is ever present, the danger coming from sight. It's just, I like the positioning from Deathtrap in that scenario. And that's a hard reset. This is a double save from Kick, so we're going to be all tied up likely.
And this kind of reminds me of, oh, that's right, the last map. Not necessarily the same situation, but Deathtrap coming back into this, not necessarily, you know, as many rounds that were strung together as they didn't really do that well over while they were on the CT side. They won pistol, though, but they're in a good spot here. If they win this, they win the next one. That's going to put them in even a better spot, and that's a good start there by Maycox there. Able to find that, make that work. Musambani, Diggle Peak City is going to go down, though. So it's all down to the players for Kick, and it's over. So 10-11 the scoreline. Really 11-11 if Deathtrap plays it smart, and if Kick doesn't do anything super crazy. Going to put it 11-all if it works out that way. And yeah, I mean, a good spot for Deathtrap to be in. And for them to come back, you know, and win the pistol round, they have to be happy.
And this is looking pretty... What is this? 2 scouts come out from Kick, 3 rounds lost bonus? I guess. Is it... The big question here is it worth it to cut into your buy a little bit just to potentially keep the opponent's economy low via scouts? Like, that's not just... That's like double a dig and a little more. I don't know if I like that, at least with the scouts. I mean, everybody else is upgrading pistols. Maybe just go with that. And on the other side... There's no way Deathtrap expects scouts to be out in this situation economically.
Yeah, and clearly Deathtrap wants to work on this. There's Maycox getting a frag. 2 frags over there at that B site. Dookie making a frag happen over at A, and Crouch spray transfer works out well for him. It's Emanek in a 1v5. Wants to do this. He's going to get 1, though. So he's going to get that AK. No armor, though. He's going to run.
All right. Deathtrap is gonna offer pursuit. I mean, yeah, they got a bank behind them. Not the biggest of banks. I still think it's, I guess, marginal that they should go for the pushes here, because Kick's gonna be able to buy anyways in this round to follow. You have an economic lead currently that is dwindling. Now this is why this is a problem. Kick can buy regardless. You're potentially stripping away an AK and maybe some utility, but now you're donating all these weapons over to Emanek by engaging in a fight that you didn't necessarily have to take. So that economic advantage of Deathtrap, they were in a spot where they could buy 2 rounds in a row upon losing. That's gone.
An ace on the round that he lost. DZ75 kill, 4K, no armor, ace on the B site. That's definitely not the most glorious ace, but what it does is a big confidence boost for him, and he's got to be happy about that solid ace.
Oh yeah. I mean, you can't even call it inconsequential. Like, it's not like it's later on in the game or something, and there's no like economic ramifications to it, even though he lost the round. It's huge. I mean, Deathtrap, they've still got a bit in the bank, but their next buy is really going to be strapped for cash as the entry frag comes out of mid. Musambani will fall, and that leaves still 2 players inside the B bomb site. Bill on Kick to have a 2-1-2 here with a rotate. It's going to take a long time to get there, and Kick will fall in the B bomb site.
Now the question comes in, do you go for it or do you not? And trying to debate with this, I think, and Watson gets his frag,
it's a yes.
shot. Yeah, I think the thing is they got to do with the Sopper on door. They got to smoke. Finally. He's going to throw it. Oh, and he peeks after the throw. So he is going to go down, and now we're going to see Don Q running away here at this point. And it's going to put Deathtrap up 12-1. What is going on?
And the reason I say I like them going for it too is just because nobody's buying in the next round for Kick anyways. This has to be a big save for them. They got tons of loss bonus. It'll be 4 in the next round. But even if both weapons were saved, I don't think the rest of Kick is buying on top of it. And Don Q will fall, so no weapons saved. And another round where Deathtrap can try to have another flawless one on their anti-eco. But with all this loss bonus, there will be some equipment on board for Kick.
That's some equipment. They're going to get a few pistols, it looks like here. Nothing too insane coming in, but Musambani, the deal in the smoke. Able to do something. Let's look at the setup coming out here. Musambani's going to play mid solo. 2 at long on A site, 2 at B. Alex is going to try to cover this. Op, legs, Emanek, it looks like maybe. A little bit of damage. Actually, quite a bit, but we got to get out there and try to end this thing now as they want to get out there and make this work as all the frags come in. That's Jirik and Musambani in a 2v5, but Musambani starts it off well with the first deke shot. And now it's Jibrik's here in a 1v4. Probably not going to happen, but a good round coming out from Deathtrap again. Pretty standard stuff. They played back, and the person on the team that didn't get a kill was Calx because Watson got a 2K, but good job by them. Now here comes the double op setup from Kick.
Here we go again. If we remember how Cash ended, it was 15-10. Kick then at that round broke the economy of Deathtrap, which allowed it to go up to like 15-14. That's not the situation here. Kick has to win 2 rounds at least to really cut into that economy of Deathtrap. So it's not like on Cash where they have as easy of a chance to come back. But maybe they can hold here on the gun round as the B rush underway. They take it with 3 players. Alex falls again. It seems like both teams are really struggling with B today.
Yeah, they just get in there. 1 person in the site, nobody else to help Alex. He gets rocked and goes down, and now it's a 4v5 retake. They've got to be concerned about some of these other players. Suzuki's over there at top mid by Palm, hanging out there. Now he kind of creeps up into the cat area. Is going to kind of find out somebody's here. Gets 1. Most of the other one goes down, but at least he got 1. And that's going to put Kick in a situation to run away. Now Gandhi's going to go ahead and chase. Try to make something work here, but Musambani gets a frag.
Oh, does Deathtrap go for the hunt here? I mean, one of them already tried. I don't know if it's... I think they could still lose 1 more gun. I think it's worth it to try to strip this op away. And Musambani's hanging out inside the CT spawn. Interesting. He'll lose his AWP for it. So I like it. At the end, I think it's worth it for Deathtrap to trade out those few weapons. Is now, if Kick want to buy on top of these weapons, it's still not going to be the best. Somebody's going to be left with a pistol or like a ump or something if my math is right, which is often not 100%. But still, looking strong for Deathtrap here, and a decent buy on board for our Kick.
Decent buy, definitely. So they string it together. 14-11 in favor of Deathtrap with discretion.
This is crazy.
Go ahead and go into here. They don't care. They're just going to pinch it a ton to try to make something work, and they do it. But that leaves all the terrorists outside now of long. They should be able to cross if the smoke works and possibly get the bomb plant. But they're going to be in a retake situation, but Maycox makes it a little bit easier. Now in a 4v3 for these CTs. Some of them don't have a lot of HP to work with.
It's a gap in the smoke too. Mycox looking to make use of it. Nope, gonna fall back towards long. Looking at the utility of Kick. They got 1 smoke. Jibrix really needs to hang on to this for the bomb site because Deathtrap are banking everything on the ability to hang on to long. Jibrix key frag onto Gandhi. He's the only player separated from his team. And now it just comes down to Mycox. Can he hold the bomb. There's still a smoke up. No, Gibrix, he falls with the smoke. Alex has picked one up, but he needs to get it up there soon, and he will. Is there a gap in the smoke? It looks like Mycox might be able to do this. He's just got to aim a bit to the left. Don Q on the bomb. Still, it's taken him so long. 1 second left on the defuse, and he is going to get it. Oh, what a pickup from Kick. And Mycox, he almost made it happen, but that one smoke remaining. So critical, and good comms on Kick for Gibrix to say, like, hey, I got a smoke down there.
Yeah, nice round there by Kick for them to be careful. They shut down the B stuff. They had to come over to A and do it, so good round by Kick. But it's only the second round they've won on this CT side for them. Wasn't exactly in stellar fashion either, although it was a nice defuse through that smoke. As really nobody for Deathtrap was in a position to do anything about it, but here comes Deathtrap here. They want to get this to map point and match point, which would be 15 for them. They can get in here. Musambani with that op is going to cover on the right side through mid towards CT. Suzuki's got to be concerned about that. But nothing too crazy going on from either side at this point.
Yeah, not much. Kick, after winning this round, this is it. I mean, if they drop this one, they're going to the lower bracket, and that's not a good start. As Musambani has already gone down. Deathtrap, it would be wise not to work out towards long. Kick have completely relinquished middle. Deathtrap, if they don't go out mid, of course they won't know how much map control they could easily get. As the bomb's still outside of long. Kick show that they at least have some presence over here, as Gandhi will char up just a little bit. 30 HP stripped away, and now Deathtrap will begin to open up. It looks like they want to shift into a mid to B. Nope, going up catwalk, and there's still 2 players of Kick at long. And this is a free bomb site for Deathtrap, so no matter what, Kick is looking at a deficit on the retake.
Yeah, deficit on the retake, and they're so split up here. There's nobody in a position to really make a play except Alex maybe. Over there in B site, maybe if he does cover the door from B to see anybody cross, but they're not even going to have the chance. Emanek actually comes out from A long and goes through top T and is able to do something. Maybe evens it up, but they're going to plant for Cat. And the thing is, nobody knows what's going on until the bomb plant. They couldn't really hear it. And now, the plant for Cat comes out. If they can hold Cat control, Gandhi needs to get a frag here to make this easier for him, covering the long retake as well.
No smokes for the CTs too, so how do they avoid this op peeking from the catwalk area? There's so many members on the catwalk that would be nullified just from a smoke. Here comes Kick trying to retake in. They go 1 for 1, settles on a 3-on-3, but the peaks just continue from the catwalk. Again, no smoke. They have to get it done with frags, and they have no time to do so. Don Q with another one, and Gandhi from Gandalf. Mycox to finish, and that is 15 for Deathtrap, 1 away from game.
Deathtrap, really just a lot of patience on that round. You know, really taking it slow there in Cat, waiting for you to push out. You know, Emanek tried to make a play coming out along. It was a good play, but it didn't end up really translating into much as they had the plant for Cat all the time. The retake smokes, like you said, it wasn't there. And now it's Kick in a situation that's not ideal for them. As they do at least all have some armor, but only 1 rifle, and that's a scout by Alex, and he's already down to 51. Couple 5.7s for them as well, but we'll have to see what they're able to do with this.
Thought Deathtrap was shifting over towards, wow, dealt with. Mycox just crumbles. Gibrix just peeks out of the tunnels and just blasts him in the face, but he wants that AWP, wanted the gun of Mycox, but Qualifier will punish him for that. As Deathtrap, no. Kick's economy is really bad. They have to take some gambles if they want to win the round. As Alex will go down to the op of Calyx, but lower B, Musambani's been lurking for so long. He's going to try to find the timing, slowly peeks up, but there's a player there waiting with the AK. Good stuff by Suzuki. And how does Emanek and Don Q win this round? I just don't see it. There's a start, though.
Yeah, a start for him. He's got a scout still. Don Q with that 5.7. Qualifier here moving around at lower B, and they're not really committing yet. They're trying to just see where the CTs are and bait out some info. Emanek there at mid, Don Q on A. If they go to B side, a retake is going to be really hard with a scout and a 5.7 against rifles, especially in an op. And they've got 2 smokes on the T side to be able to smoke and delay the retake as much as possible. So this is looking like game unless Emanek and Don Q have... Oh, look at that failed flash. Unless Emanek and Don Q can really do something to wow us.
They hear the flash towards B, and Emanek doesn't look for the cross. Interesting. And they have been allowed to cross now. The smoke is up. Gandhi still has another smoke, so that the double doors is going to be smoked for the entire time. Nope, never mind. Gandhi decides to use it for tunnels. Thankfully for Kick, nobody's rotating from the tunnels area. Don Q finally has cleared out the bottom of mid, so they're going to make their move now. Coming in double through the window, it seems. Just going to go for it. Eminent over the top. Now Don Q to try to follow it up, but no, Woxic is there. And Gandhi looking to finish. Now Woxic's turn, but Eminent is able to do it. Does he have a kit? It's not going to matter. I think he barely has time. Okay, there is a kit on the side. Staying alive is Kick, making it happen with the pistols. What was that, a 2-on-4 or 2-on-3 retake? Shouldn't happen.
Shouldn't happen, but it does. Eminent coming in again. Just a very solid play from him, you know, and you can't underscore how clutch of a play that was for him. And now it has Deathtrap making a decision. Do we buy now, or do we wait for the last round? And that's what they're going to do. They're going to partial buy here. This is a quasi sort of a buy. Some armored Tech 9s, and you know what that says? We're going for a B train, boys and girls. Here they go. They've got a couple flashes.
You put it yourself. Both teams like the B stuff today.
Yeah, they do. And, I mean, the thing is they get countered with that fire. But there's only one person in the B site. Or no, two, I'm sorry. I had a little lapse of brain power there. But Eminec there, gets hit a little bit by that CZ at Cat. A little bit easier for these pistols to do some damage. Rec 9s are definitely in a position to do a lot of damage up close, but nobody's really going to give it to them yet. No, yeah, just taking their time. The B train was slowed down. And here comes, it looks like a mid to B split. They're going to try to isolate these players. Gandhi goes down before the smoke lands, and he pays for it with Don Q taking him out.
On the plat, it's Jibrix's turn. He allows the player to make it out of tunnels, but he's still got a teammate there. It's Alex. He only has one man to beat. Coming out of the tunnels, Kick are going to hang on. But this is what the scoreline was on Cash. Deathtrap in a similar economic spot as they saved for the final round instead of having like an ugly buy and then an ugly buy to follow and try to win it. And it came down to this last time, and Deathtrap was able to finish it.
Deathtrap here. Both these teams having very good T-halves. Right now, Deathtrap wants to end this thing now. They don't want to continue this thing on into overtime. Want to get it done now. Woxic, they'll go. Look at this. Musambani gets taken out. Woxic takes and pay for that jumping move. Trying to get up there behind the headshot box. Not going to happen. Ibrix is going to have to counter smoke. And that FAMAS in the site, it's definitely not the ideal weapon for B site alone. I think he knows that because he does have the op next to him.
Musambani, I gotta be critical of him. I'm a fan, obviously, but he's been the guy who's been giving up most of the kills. And especially at the beginning of the round, I'm thinking of that tunnel shot that was whiffed. And now in the round that really matters, that could seal it for Deathtrap. He'll give up the frag again. Jibrix, he's waiting. He's thinking about pushing through the smoke at B, but wisely not going to do it. There was a player there ready for him. And Kick set up this time. They have Eminec outside of double doors, and then they have Don Q inside of the bomb site. So they can't necessarily play off of each other. So Eminec will get a flash from Don Q, but so much of this just comes down to the individual performances of Don Q and Eminec.
And it comes down to this. Deathtrap versus Kick here. 35 seconds left to take this BO3 or go to overtime. Gotti, is he going to check to the left? He is going to peek out, and he is going to go down, but he gets him down to 3 HP. And that's the silver lining in this, is that they've got him at such low GHP. Oh, look at this. Don Q at ramp on A side. Makes the frag happen. It's looking pretty darn good for either side, as it's a 2v2 now, and now the plant's going to come out. And the question is, where's the plant going to be? It is going to be for long. And the next question is, how are these CTs going to get in here? Jibrix and Alex in a 2v2 retake to take it to OT. Really, Wasik has to be careful not to give a frag away. If he peeked onto Alex, and Alex is posted up on an angle, he's going to be in deep trouble, but he knows that. He's going to go ahead and play it slow. Alex, there's a plant for long. Alex is going to have to go big here.
He's going to try. Go for the top with the yap. CS go. He went for it. Go for the jumping up. Usually you're on the ground when you're trying that, shooting up into the bomb site. Wanted to turn the tables, and for the match, I guess you don't really have many options. You kind of just try to take a crazy gamble at that point. Deathtrap back-to-back, 16-14. And it's cool that it came down to just the same spot for Deathtrap, where they make the right economic decision. And then with that, they finish off the match at 16-14 on Cash and Dust 2. But Kick, they were in it like the whole time. I mean, they had, what was it, 9-1 on Cash to begin with.
Yeah, 9-1. Yeah, it was 9-1, and then basically they dropped so many in a row and ended up being in a bad spot. Then it was 11 all, and it was kind of back and forth there at the end, but they were able to. They lost it. They lost it there at the end on that retake. It just didn't work out for them. And now you look over on the other side here on Dust 2. Deathtrap just really dominant performance from them in some rounds, and in some rounds it really wasn't that dominant. But I will say that it works out for them 16-14, 16-14, and it was good to see. It was good to see some stuff back to back and those maps be close. Instead of some blowouts, we saw some pretty darn good CS. It was fun to cast with the laser. I think everything went well, and I got to say Deathtrap's got to be happy going in the upper bracket here.
When you take it back to back 16-14, definitely feels good because you just know it was so close on both of the maps. But yeah, definitely a fun one. Unfortunately, we don't have anything for our North American side of things later. Follow me on Twitter at LaserJesus. You can follow him at AwesomeSauceTV and also at GoRGNTV. That's all the Twitters. Don't forget about our giveaway with the Endermax bundle. You can win a case, a power supply, a liquid cooler, the liquid cooler and power supply in which I use. A couple of the things Endermax is very good about. And also the flashlight speaker, if you need a Bluetooth speaker. Looks quite nice. What else am I missing? I'm always missing something. You know what? I'm done. Good night.